Hello friends, welcome to my Lochan Tech channel. The code is Saving Bank what deftly illustrates various qualities and duties of an attorney. The opinion mentioned that attorneys are officers of the court but are not officer of the United States. If acting without reasonable care may be liable for damage stemming from negligence. If acting with skill, reasonable care, and to the best of their knowledge, will not be held liable for every mistake that may occur in legal practice. Claim to be reasonably well acquainted with the law rules and court practices, do not claim to know all the law or to be incapable of making errors of mistakes in applying the law to facts, are generally obligated to their clients rather than to a third party, with exceptions last update in June of 2020 by the WACS definition team. WACS, the legal practices, WACS definition. WACS definition 131. Exchange, also or tax different exchange, refers to the ability of investor and organization to replace one investment for a similar one instead of keeping the proceeds. For certain transactions, the exchange allows the investor 30 days notice. A 30 days notice is usually used by a landlord to terminate or change a month to month lease, a periodic lease. A 30 days notice does not apply to fixed term leases, as these type of leases impose an obligation upon 341 meeting is a mandatory meeting held at the beginning of a bankruptcy proceeding, also referred to as the creditor meeting. It stems come from section 341 4 of the bankruptcy uh, code. The purpose of a 341 meeting is to examine the debtors. 341 notice is the notice sent by the bankruptcy clerk to the debtor, the creditors, and all other interested parties, notifying them of the date, time, uh, place in which the 341 meeting creditors meeting will be held, among other things. 342 notice. A 342 notice is the notice sent before the commencement of a bankruptcy proceeding by the bankruptcy clerks of the bankruptcy court to the debtor, which contain a brief description of chapters 7, 11, 12, and 13 of the bankruptcy code. 401k plans, also just called 401k, are types of retirement plans that an employer sponsor, which allows employees to refer taxes. 401k plans originate from the Internal Revenue Code IRC section 401k, which allows contribution to these. 401k plans, also just called a type of retirement. 707, a posterior, is a Latin phrase that means by reason that comes after, implied by experience. This is generally used to mean after the fact in philosophy of posteriori reasoning. Reasoning is starting from the data of The legal process 707B action is defined in the Chapter 7 of the United States Bankruptcy Code as a motion by a court of United States trusted the trustee, the administrator, or any party in interest to dismiss a debtor cast on the ground that granting a. So friends, please subscribe my Lochan channel and like my video.